Okay, everybody. Okay. Here we go, guys. I've missed you in the chat land. Sorry I haven't been able to hang out with you guys lately, but we're here to sweat some Fedor Gorst versus Szymon Kural. Kural? Anyone in the chat know how to pronounce that name? Let me know. I think they're about to lag right now. But we get to go without the additional music over the top because we have the copyright permission for the music that's being played in the venue. So that's cool. We get to really feel like we're on the rail of this one, right behind the action. So should be fun. Looks like Fedor got the lag. I wonder what they were just checking about. Just checking to make sure that the ref is okay with that lag. Was that lag okay? Have you guys seen the drama with the lags? Ooh, we've been having some fun following this Predator Las Vegas Open. Oh, by the way, guys, we're now into the stage where it's 3 sets. So not 2 races to 4, it's 3 sets. And if it goes hill-hill in the 3rd set, like if it goes 1-1 and then goes hill-hill in the 3rd set, then they do the shootout. So let me change that on the scoreboard. What's up, Neil Caffrey? What's going on? Candace Weaver. What's up, M? Jason Money. Good to see all the regs. Ready to sweat this one. I've never seen Szymon Kural play, so I'm very curious to see how he performs. He's a 7.74 Fargo. So should play about Oscar Dominguez speed. So on this kind of looser equipment, if the brake is working for him, I shouldn't say looser, I would say softer equipment. If the brake is working for him, he can be a real threat, even though Fedor is a 100-point Fargo favorite. No, sorry, 70-point. So I only saw the Woodward match lag drama. Yeah, I saw that. And then the Chang Jun-Lin moving the cue ball and losing the lag because he moved the cue ball. And no one really knows why he lost. 3 separate matches lag drama. I didn't see the 3rd one. I saw the Woodward and the Chang Jun-Lin one. But at any rate, here we go. Interesting first break off from Fedor. Breaks dry, and all the balls are littered. Roughly a diamond from each hole, like their respective hole, until you get to the 7 ball, and then it's like, have you ever played the 4-ball ghost drill where you break the balls and you got to run 4 balls? And if you run it 10 times, then you add a ball. This is a common layout, the 7, 8, 9, 10. That he should be able to get like ball in hand position on the 7 because of how close the 6 is. So this rack is over. Hey, James Weaver, what's up? Doing good. Chang McBride. Chang lost the lag for moving the ball. Yeah, Matt Poland. The question is, did he lose the lag because he moved the ball at all, or did he lose the lag because when he moved the ball went over the line, the head string? I don't know. My, what's up? I wonder if he can see this ball. Did he hook himself? That would be wild on this layout to get hooked right here. Or maybe he has a bad angle where he's going to draw into the 7. Maybe he can see the ball, but he's got a bad angle. Is he looking at going forward? Or just punching the hell out of the ball? Now, these pockets play pretty soft, so they're very cheatable. So he might punch and shoot the... He's looking at shooting the 5-up table. Did I get the leaking wall fixed up yesterday? It's a customer, yeah. I mean, we're working on fixing their wall. Had a massive leak. and there's a ton of rot in there. So I've done most of the rot repair, and I got to seal it up tomorrow. Anyway, he's going to get out here. Our boy Szymon Kural looking pretty solid here. Oh, I want to, Kenny R., thanks for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the stream. Thanks from Monterey, California, he says. Thank you, Kenny R. Thanks for hanging out. Szymon Kural is from Krakow. What? Where is that? Poland. Oh, he's one of the Poles. Of course he is. He's got the SZY thing going on in his name. Of course he's from Poland. What does he play good? Plays real good. Krakow is pronounced Krakow. Got it. Seems to be a fairly deliberate player. I mean, it looks like when he got out of line, he kind of took the time to process it and kind of work through the problem that he had created and took the time to make sure he executed. He's not like one of them rhythm players like FSR or Victor Zielinski. So looks like he has a similar pace of play, similar thought process, deliberateness to our boy here. So first game in the first race to 4 goes to... Where's my... Uh-oh. Got to fix my stream deck here. In a second. Okay. I'm going to have to leave you guys alone for a second, do some behind-the-scenes work, and get this thing all fixed up. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. Looks like everything's working good now. Oh, Scott Chandler. Nice, buddy. Gotta like it. He got 2 post-up logo shirts from the merch store delivered yesterday. Very cool. I saw that order. Must have ordered it only last week or something. Went pretty quick. So what do we got in this rack here? What do we got in this rack? It looks like another dry break situation. Obviously, no way to attack here. I'm new to pool, haven't played much 10-ball, but I like it. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a nice variant of your typical rotation game. Okay, so it looks like he's pushing out here to tie up the 3 and 4. Oh, he pushed to a jump. Push to a jump shot, which if Szymon can't shoot at this one and get to a place where he can play safe, he's at a major disadvantage here. Because Fedor can definitely make this ball and get the cue ball probably up table. 4 balls, a little bit of traffic for the natural path, but I think that 4 ball is going to influence Symon's decision here whether or not to give it to Fedor. But obviously Fedor feels really confident with the shot. Maybe he can draw between the 3 and the 4. What's up, Selena? Yeah, 4 ball. Big problem. Big problem. I'm sure he thought that he could make that ball and miss the 5 there. Let's see what he comes up with here. Ooh, Carlo Beato playing Alex Pagulayan right now. Very cool. Is it always no golden break? I haven't seen a 10-ball tournament yet to play it. No. I mean, yes, it's always no golden break at any professional event. I've played in amateur local tournaments that allowed for 10 on the break as a win, but it's kind of a gimmicky rule. It's not a good rule, in my opinion. Oh, thank you, Selena. Thank you. So what national emblem will Fedor wear for the World 10-ball? I believe United States. United States. This is a good shot here by Fedor. This is really tough to deal with. Because even if you can see the edge of the 2-ball, you're putting the 2-ball out into the middle of the table, and you're trying to play all cue ball, but like using the 3 or 5 as cover. It's a really touchy shot. Especially because it looks like the 7 is kind of limiting how much of the 2-ball you can get a hold of or how thin you can hit it. It's an interesting spot. Ooh, the kick here is probably better because not that it's... I think when you hit the side of the ball that you're intending to hit, you got better odds to get safe here, I think. It's still really tough. I like the kick, though. Ooh, he missed the whole ball. Missed the whole ball. Yowza. Pro level AVG says often 10-ball is no early 10s at all. This tournament allows early 10 combo as long as it's called. It's actually the case for this tournament and also the World 10-ball tournament that's going to be played next week. I have a question for the chat, especially the chat regs. What are your thoughts on early 10s in general in 10-ball? And what are your thoughts of having early 10s available in a world championship, even though World Pool Billiard Association rules state that the 10 must be pocketed last? What do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think about the rule change in this event and the World 10-ball event. James Reddick, what do you mean? I asked Federer for a picture yesterday, and he came off kind of rude and said, just wait. Then he walked right by me, and he continued to take a picture with someone else. Maybe he just forgot. It's really difficult, Mark's LA. It's really difficult sometimes, especially in a public venue like this where there's a lot of people in the room that want his attention depending on the moment. Yeah, I can only imagine. And I'm sure he would apologize. Negative, not a fan, not a fan. No early 10s for any. Should not be allowed. I like the early 10. We got one person liking the early 10. Races are already short enough. Early 10s leave it too much luck. Mark's LA, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy, but I wouldn't. I'd try to take it a little bit more lightheartedly and just try to be a little understanding as you know. In a room like that, there's, like I said, there's a lot of people that might be. It's tough to keep track of sometimes. I'm just like I'm an amateur streamer, and when I have gone to a couple of events, it's difficult even for me, and I'm like not even popular. Federer's like international sensation in this game, so it's like. Anyway, I hope you understand, and I'm sure he would feel bad if he knew that happened. But I like 9-ball too. I love it. Yeah, no early 10s, keeping it less similar to 9-ball. Yeah, so that's my point is in 10-ball, it's my opinion that if you want to play the early ball and have that be a part of the rules, then just play 9-ball. I know that there's a 1-ball difference, and it's called pocket, and you can't fluke the 10, but that's just my opinion. The reason I asked, though, is because coming up for the U.S. Open at Griff's, the 10-ball U.S. Open at Griff's, let me make sure let me confirm this real quick so I'm not wrong, because it's on the announcement flyer. At the U.S. Open at Griff's, oh, that's not turned on. I want to show you the flyer. Let's watch Federer make this 3-ball. It says on the flyer, early 10s allowed. And I'm almost certain that decision was made because the World 10-ball event that's taking place only a week or two beforehand is allowing early 10s. And so because that, what would you say, that allowance of rule change from the WPA in a world event has happened, now we're having another prestigious event with the rule change as well. So it's just interesting how that type of thing might influence decisions for future games. Unfortunate, Federer misses the 3-ball, but then gets fortunate with where it ends up. It's kind of tough to play safe here. The good news for Szymon here is that he can use the 6 to control the 3. So in this type of shot, it's a little bit easier to just worry about the cue ball. And the 6 should control the 3. But save the luck for 9-ball. Collins, I never realized how boring go from shot to shot explaining all the angles can be. Sure. Yeah, I get what you mean, James Reddick. I get what you mean. In my opinion, and I think it's good for sports broadcasting in general, especially when exposing the game to maybe new eyes and stuff. But for the avid player, which is generally who's going to be hanging out on a stream like this, I think it's a little bit monotonous. Just got here. What did I miss? We're on game number 2. 2 dry breaks so far. We're in a bit of a safety battle here because Federer missed the 3-ball and got lucky with where it ended up. Keep 10-ball in an elite shooters game. Yeah. Dan D says, love it. No music. Haha. No, I know. It's nice to not have to worry about copyright. They're playing non-copyright music, or music that we have copyright permission for in the venue. But yeah, this is that flyer, guys, for the 10-ball. as you can see, early 10s allowed now for the U.S. Open. World 10 ball is no early 10s, playing by WPA rules. Stephen Viola, that's not what I've heard. The event here at the Rio, they're allowing early 10s. That's what I've heard. Hey Collins, I was able to watch Federer yesterday, and yes, he couldn't walk 5 feet without being stopped by someone. Yeah, it's brutal sometimes. It's fun, I'm sure. You know, it's both sides. You know what I mean? It's really cool and fun to be able to see the people that really love and support what you're doing, but then at the same time, it's a lot of pressure because you don't want to leave anyone out, you know? So, hey, what's up?
Do you like sweets?
In general, yeah. Okay. Cool. Little cameo from Brubs. Matt Poland asks, is Griff sanctioned? Will players be banned for attending? I don't know if they're planning on doling out the bans or not. So Federer ends up losing control of the 3 ball on that little move he was making and leaves Szymon with a really good opportunity to do some damage here, getting up 2-0 in a race to 4. Szymon is a massive favorite now in this first set. It's amazing how quickly the percentages change in a race to 4, right? I'm actually going to pull up, even just by the Fargo statistical analysis, right? If we look at the odds for a 7-4 versus a 8-45 in a race to 4. The Fargo odds say that Federer's the 75%. Well, where's my camera? Oh, it's going to be backwards. You can't read it anyway because I'm flipped. But yeah, it's a 75% favorite for Fedor Gorst in the race to 4. But the second that it goes after one game, after losing the first game, all of a sudden it's barely in favor of Fedor Gorst. And if he goes down 2-0, all of a sudden Szymon, after this game, will be the 2-1 favorite to win the first set. It's brutal how quickly, the percentages change in a short race like that. No, Collins, there was a stipulation about what event the early 10 rule applied to, only the Las Vegas Open, not the World 10 ball. People misread the document and then blew up false info on Facebook. There was a document out which said which early event applied to, and it was only Las Vegas Open, not the World 10 ball. People blow up stuff on Facebook without actually reading the comment. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of that and send that to the US Open people that I'm going to be the streamer for the event, so I want to make sure that we've got our heads on a swivel here. Okay, got that stuff sent off. Thank you guys so much for the info. Szymon does get out and does increase that lead to 2-0. And like I said, the Fargo rate odds, as we all know, we don't know which one of the sets we're sitting in right now because it's definitely possible for Fedor to come back and win this, but the odds are 2-1 in favor of Szymon from this point. Let's see if Fedor can quickly make those odds, much closer. I know you guys don't know. I know. But I'm pretty sure that the reason that they made that rule at the U.S. Open was because they heard that the World 10-ball event was going to be early 10s allowed. So if that's not the case, they might want to change their mind and follow the WPA rules. I like the call ball format, but it's odd having it in this weird format where you can be up 7-4 and lose by missing one more spot shot than your opponent. Well, that's been an opinion that's been expressed ever since the beginning of this format. And while I do know that there's a lot of people that feel that way about it, there's a decent handful of moments and a decent handful of people that really have shown that the shootout can be fairly compelling. Now, is it compelling every single time it happens? I don't know, but it's an interesting evolutionary change for the game, just to kind of, play with a different format. So, interesting matchup on the table over there. Is that Tyler Steyer and John Mora, or who is that sitting down? I can't recognize him. No, it's not John Mora. Is that a co-brother? Let's try and zoom in. There's going to be some people that hate me for doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. Who is that? Is that Copigny? Mora is playing filler. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, it is Copigny. There we go. I would tend to agree with that, Marcelo. He says, honestly, 90% of tournaments have the same long race format. I don't think a couple tournaments having a different format is the end of the world. I can agree and sympathize with that perspective as well. Now, for a world title, it's going to take a little bit more convincing, in my opinion. Big shot here, kind of a shallow angle, trying to stun up table to play the 6 on the side. Slippery conditions, things could easily go funny there. It looks like he came up short. I wonder if he can follow with the inside spin to get down to the 7-ball. Or is he going to have to play the angles? Looks like he's queuing high. Wow, Tyler Steyer on the table across the way, giving up an opportunity here to Big Co. Opportunity to try to manufacture a win. Looks like Co can see the 9-ball. There we go. Fedor Gorst trying to rectify the mistake of the last rack. Takes it back 2-1. trailing 2-1. Now let's see the race odds. It is by Fargo from this point. It is a pure coin flip. World title will be 3 out of 5 sets after the last 32. I think we are in for very long matches, even longer than a race to 13. If all sets, if it goes hill-hill and all sets go hill-hill, you're talking about a total of, what, 6? So 6, 12, 18, 24. You're talking about 30 games. 31 games. And a race to 13 is a maximum of 24, 25 games. Holy hell. No, Fargo rate odds do not account for who is breaking, no. And with Federer breaking 10 ball, you got to think that he's the favorite on any given rack. Wow, kissing off of the 3. Did he end up with a bad angle here? Yikes. Oh, yeah, I wasn't considering the win from the... Marcelo, you're right. I wasn't considering the win on the hill-hill matches, yeah. 34 possible games. Good Lord. Dan B., if you pay for the premium version of the Fargo Rate app, you can do an odds calculator. This doesn't look good, guys. This doesn't look good at all. He's jacked up, or... No, never mind. He's not jacked up by the 7 ball. Makes it significantly easier, actually. I wonder if he's going to just wind up here and go back and forth to the 4. Oh, wow. He got a ton of inside on that ball. Wow. A lot of juice. Didn't get straight enough here. Look at the chuckle. Look at him chuckle. He didn't get straight enough here. Now he's got to play the 6 in the side or the 6 in the corner. He was looking for this angle so he could play the 6 down here. It's just much easier to negotiate. Because once you're playing for the other angle now, once you're playing for the side pocket, every half inch of cue ball position matters here. And I don't think it turned out horrible. Looks like it turned out pretty good. He got down like immediately. Yeah, I think so, Marcelo. You're probably right. That's like playing races to 16 the whole way. If it goes hill-hill. That's really interesting, though, because if it doesn't go hill-hill, it's way less games. So you'll have some matches in that format that go by in an hour and a half, and some matches will take 3 to 4 hours. That's crazy. Tie game. Tie game with Fedor breaking. Looks like Kopin Yi over there is not having a fantastic time with that set. You can see his body language. He looks quite frustrated and annoyed with the position that he's brought to the table. And Tyler Steyer could not care less. Tyler Steyer does not care. Oh, boy. Race to 2 now. What's the odds? It's got to be like 70-30 in favor of Fedor, if not more. Uh, 2-1 in favor of Fedor now. So 66% in favor of Fedor. Try and say that 5 times fast. Favor of Fedor, favor of Fedor, favor of. Third one, I lose it. Looks like our boy made a ball, but now he's stuck on the 2. Tough to thin this thin enough to not sell something out, but then if you want to hit it hard enough to get the 2 to poke out behind like this 10-9 cluster and get the cue ball back down here, it's really tough too. So he is going to opt to push out here. I wonder if he's pushing to allow for more of the 2 ball. So he's wanting to. I think he was trying to tie these balls up here too. Now this shot is really tough because you got it. This is one of the things that Shane Van Boening does incredibly well. Is he controls the speed of both balls impeccably when he plays safe. So the shot here to miss the 6 and play the 2 down here and somehow get the cue ball to go, somewhere over here or around the 3. Down to here. Really tough. So then do you just try to play cue ball only? Maybe play the 2 cue ball only around over here? Play the 2 into the 6. Ooh, here's the shot. Play the 2 into the 6 so it stops. And then play the cue ball on this side of the 9 and 10. There you go. I got it. Use the 6 to stop the deuce. Alvin Ocean takes the first set versus SVB. All right. He's looking at hitting the 2 pretty thin, so he called the bank here. He must be looking to play the cue ball way down here as a 2-way shot, so he has the 3 in the side for insurance, and maybe he leaves the 2 ball on the short rail if he misses. Ultra tough shot there. Just ultra tough, that shot. And obviously he wasn't going for the pocket. He just called it just in case he fluked it. Brackish, who's in the forehead competition, because I win. Look at this thing. Look at the size of that thing. It's Brutal. No wonder I keep this hair so long. Ends up working out for Fedor. I think he has a pocket here on the 2-ball, and the 3-ball obviously is playable on the side. I think everything's wide open, too. I think the 7 passes the 8. This is a big shot here for Fedor. I could fit more than 5 fingers on this forehead, I'll tell you what. Sounds like someone just won something. What's up, Ed Buds? Welcome to the stream, dude. What a shot by Fedor Gorst. Holy crap. He stroked that with draw? It's just not fair. Are you having to bring all the equipment for the event in town yourself? Yes, I'm bringing 100% of everything that I own with me to Vegas for the U.S. Open. I think right here he's just trying to decide if he wants to try to play underneath the underneath the 9 and 10 maybe. He's trying to decide if he wants to try to send the cue ball something like this maybe. Or if he wants to slow roll it and take the angle on the 4. I kind of like that, like trying to hold it like in this region. Or like somewhere around here. See, that's what he's looking at. He's looking to see, well, where do I got to be below the 10 in order to negotiate this 4-ball in the side. It depends on how thin the 4 is into the side, like what type of angle you're approaching the side pocket with. Because if the side pocket's really small, it's so much better to be over here. As far as pocketing the ball, it just makes it easier to see the hit spot and make sure you make good contact. Now, that being said, if you're on this side, you do put the get-in spin on the ball by cutting across the face of the ball this way, which would then make the 4-ball spin off of the facing into the side here. But maybe he's looking at playing the 4 in the corner. What am I even talking about? Maybe he's looking at coming down here so he can play the 4 in the corner. Who uses side pockets? Definitely not pros. If that's the case, he's playing the 3 in the corner too. Screw the side pocket. Holy crap, valid. What is... Someone's yelling in the chat. He has a full streaming setup with a mirrorless camera and a streaming encoder on a tripod. Does that answer the question? What is Fedor using for streaming? Does that answer the question? Dude, the all caps kills me. Do you know what break cue Fedor uses and tip, hybrid or phenolic? He's using currently the same cue that he plays with. He has another one. And he has his breaking shaft on that cue. I forget which tip he's using currently. I apologize. He currently plays with a Kamui black, clear black soft, I believe. That's his playing tip, but I would assume he plays with a hard leather tip on his breaking cue. A lot of pros, a lot of the top pros that have a really good 10-ball break, and then especially the new 9-ball break format with Matchroom, they do not prefer phenolic tips. Most of them. They prefer a hard leather tip. Wow, he's going thick into that 9-ball. Not even in the same galaxy. That's got to be frustrating. Miss a kick that poorly. You're very welcome, Valad. Anyone hear why Sanjin was DQ'd? Rob Boone, you can actually see on his Facebook page. I'll go ahead and read it to you. He was not invited to the World 10 Ball. And I think he had already gotten a spot in the Las Vegas Open. And since he wasn't invited to the World 10 Ball, I believe he just decided not to come out. He says, in his post, he says, I've got a lot of questions. We're talking about Sanjin Pelivanovic right now, if you are not familiar with the situation. But Sanjin says, I got a lot of messages where I am, why am I not competing, etc. So I feel like making a post. The real question would be for World Pool Billiard Association. I still haven't received a reply from. After being second place at last Predator WPA World Championship, ranked number 20th on WPA World Rankings and European 10-ball champion, it is really sad and disappointed I have not been invited to this year's World 10-ball championship. I feel I'm in the best form of my life. I am focused. I am dedicated. But I guess my achievements and my current ranking wasn't good enough. So he didn't come to Vegas, guys. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy situation right there. Meanwhile, Federer just putting a lockdown on your boy Szymon Kural right now. How the hell do you hit this ball and not sell out? Gotta hit this ball. You cannot afford to be put on 2 right now. And he is on 2. He is on 2, and Federer might even choose to thin the 3 ball and just use this catcher's mitt. That is a catcher's mitt and a half. Oh, 3-10 combo. Early 10s are allowed. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. I want to stream my games as well. That's why I'm asking. Oh, very cool, Valad. Yeah. If you ever see him in person, I'm sure he'll talk to you about it. It's kind of it's a mildly intricate setup, but if you understand all the moving parts, it's quite efficient. You don't have to worry as much about having super reliable internet. I was a Kamui boy for a long time. Damien. Kamui makes a decent tip. And there it is. 3-1 to the Ghost. Why is the World Championship invite only and not qualifying? Send that email to the World Pool Billiard Association. Here, let me go grab their email address. I'll tell you where you can send it. I hear they're kind of bad at responding to emails in general. I've heard that from a few different sources. But I'll grab it for you anyway. 1 second. Let me see if I can get that for you. Big spot breaking right now. He's had I think only 1 dry break so far. 2 ball goes 4 rails, misses the corner pocket. 3 ball trickling towards the corner on the bottom right. Kind of rolled out there. I don't know if you guys saw that. The 3 ball kind of did one of these. It didn't have enough spin on it. Or sorry, it didn't have enough speed on it anyway to get to the pocket. But with the 1 tied up near to the 9 and 7, it's going to be really tough to convert this into a win immediately for Szymon here. So here we go. Contact us. Ready? give this email address a try. Holy crap, this website is slow. Oh, never mind. They don't have an email address. They have a contact us page. WPApool.com/contact us. Good luck. Not too shabby. Oh, my God. Here we go. Call the 10. Here we go. Pull out the jump cue. Call the 10. Pick a pocket. Roll the dice. Let's go. Get your highlight reel cameras out. This is laying really good. This is why we like early 10s. Literally just this moment when a pro has to make a stupidly difficult shot, and if it works out as they intended, they deserve to win the game. But most of the time, pros don't have to make stupidly difficult shots. Ooh, Fedor changing out his extension here. This is the new prototype Viking jump cue that they've been working on. Different extension lengths for different weights so that you have exactly the right feel for the different type of jump that you're doing. It's like playing golf. And that's going to be the first set. Okay. Look at him just shrug it off. Yeah, that was just a shot. Just another day in the office, guys. Set 1 goes to Fedor. Let me put a little... There's the set. Whoops. Here is the set score. Let's do this. Is that too small? It's way too small. Okay. Like it's a hanger, the chat just popped off. Okay, guys. Steven Viola says, leave 10 ball, call shot, call safe. It's supposed to be grindier than 9 ball. That's the whole point. I don't think 10 ball was ever call shot, call safe, except in specific, like the official rules of 10 ball. Like the world standard rules were never call shot, call safe. I know that a number of tournaments and leagues and districts did their own thing with that, but
get the team of Gabe, Junior Nelson, and Lopez Garcia back to the tournament desk. That's the Gabe, Junior Nelson, and Lopez Garcia. Either one of the teams back to the tournament desk. Over there, please.
what's he pushing out to here? What's the plan here? Is he playing for a kick and stick? If he's pushing out to a kick and stick, I can't see Fedor giving this, or I can't see Fedor not giving this back. Because the kick and stick here, so often, if you don't hit the 2 ball absolutely smack in the face, the cue ball is going to drift out to the left-hand side of the 6. And if you hit the 2 ball on the other side, it's going to, well, maybe the 4 will stop it if you hit it on the other side, but then the 2 is going to clip off the 6, and this is real tough. This is really tough. Yeah, you see this? This is exactly what I'm talking about. He's going to get mildly fortunate, though. A kick and stick pushing to a kick and stick is like, it's almost always a disadvantage play, because if it's a kick and stick that's reliable enough for you to hit it at any reasonable rate of execution, then your opponent's just going to shoot the shot that you pushed out to. They're going to take it. But if you push out to a place where the kick and stick is really tough, you're still at a disadvantage because you're probably going to sell out. Some type of look, some type of move. Kick and sticks can be so hard to control, and the point at which they go from difficult to control to easy to control is extremely easy to identify. Like when it gets easy. Like when the shot becomes manageable. I'm sorry, my use of the English language there was not fantastic, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
Nelson or Lopez Garcia in the 8-ball Scotch doubles bracket. Back to the tournament desk, please. That's Big A Junior Nelson.
Playing the cue ball 3 rails behind the 4. Cue ball speed looking pretty juicy. What a shot there. What a shot there. How do you get out of this one? I think you got to go 1 rail, call the 2 ball. He's not going to do the jump kick. I think you got to go 1 rail this way, right? Depends on how slippery the table is. Pardon that extra line. 1 rail this way, maybe. Spin it a little bit of spinach. The problem is when you don't make the 2, you sell out. So it's like, yeah, he's looking at the shot I was talking about. But I think it's the only fairly reliable way to not give up ball in hand here. I don't think that Szymon has hit a single kick in this set. Feels bad, man. Niels Fine says you're 3-1 to lose whenever you push. That's crazy. There are some guys out there, Marcelo, that are really good at pushing out. This guy at the table is really good at pushing out because his jump arsenal is disgusting. And, I mean, his total arsenal is silly anyway. SVB, really good at pushing out. Corey Deuel used to be really good at pushing out, but then he got to the point where he just got too creative, and he shoots himself in the foot a lot these days. Excellent, Mike. I don't know who Roland is, who you're talking about. And if you're talking about me, you might have it muted. My name's Collins. Oh, okay. He said that there's actual statistical data that says you're the 3-1 dog. That's crazy, man. Right, yeah. Well, maybe that's why they're so good at winning extra games, Marcelo. Those top guys. Maybe it's because a big portion of it is because of the push-out. Oh, Roland Garcia is on the other table. Okay, gotcha. I didn't even see him. Brandy Beckett, what's up? You just missed a clap, snap shot. Oh, that was you, Em? Oh, Marcello, that's right. I remember you telling me that, Marcello. Let me know, guys, is the room noise too loud, or is it a good level? It looks like it should be at a decent level based on my screen graphics, but I might have said it too loud. I don't know. Doing good, Brandy. Doing good. Fedor being quite deliberate here with this shot. Good Lord, hit the ball better next time. Holy hell. On the matchroom tight tables, I'd say that this is a missable ball, but on this table, it's going to fall almost every single time. Brandy, check out this shot. Sorry for the quality, but check this out, Brandy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. slightly loud. Good here. All good. Sounds good to me. Okay, cool. Crank it up, Selena says. Wake up! Who's on the Friday night fights tonight? Rob Haymaker Henson makes his way back to the post up, puts him in, getting himself back in the box on post up, and then he's playing Roger Myers, local APA player. There are a couple of 470 Fargos they're going to bet it up a little bit. I think they're playing for a couple $100 a piece. And then we've got Grubbs in a match against Jonathan Jackson, Action Jackson out of Vacaville. It's going to be a fun night. The drinks will be flowing. Does Kazoom have any problem with copyright issues with this kind of stream? No. Fedor has permission to be streaming. And the music we don't have copyright issues with because the venue is playing a similar type of product that I use. Normally when I play music to cover copyright music, I use a product that gives me access to that music. They're playing a similar product in the room, and Fedor has purchased permissions to use that music. So good to go. No issues at all. Guys, I got to step out for a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, Carlo playing Alex Pagulayan that's a big matchup. Look at the use of the tangent line there. Just perfect. Perfect. It's going to be game number 2. No doubt. Jad, what do you mean who? Who are you talking about? Very, very nice that they've always got a ref racking for this whole event. Well, here comes the push we were talking about earlier. I mean, I can't pretend to imagine what Federer has in mind here if he gets this shot back. But apparently Szymon has an idea of his own. That's like the third time that Szymon has. It must be part of his routine or part of his coaching. When he gets a push out, it looks like he goes through his full pre-shot routine of decision making and then gets to a point where he gets down on the ball, and if he can't feel good about it, he gives it back. I figured that's what he would try to do, is try to put the cue ball on the 7, but that's real tough. It's like triple tough. Don't care who you are. Oh, he pushed last match and the kid got out. Okay. I forgot about that push. But he's given a few back. Here you go. Carlo Biado wins. Possible early 10 here. Yeah, that's a good thing to point out. 2-ball doesn't really have a pocket. That's why he was winding up so hard, trying to make sure the cue ball ends up in a good spot for this 2-10 combo. Shot looks like a hanger. Shot was a hanger. We have ourselves at 2-1. And waiting for a ref to do the racking. What's up, Steve? Been a while, buddy. Good to see you. We're just in time for the ref to get in the way. Have I seen a better run out than Chris Mellings since you're around pool a lot, Collins? It depends on what you mean by better. I don't think I've seen another run out even close to that type of magnificence. Fantasticness. Just every shot was a highlight reel shot in that run out, so it's like tough to compare. I saw an unbelievable run out by a 12-year-old kid at the BEF Junior National Championships last year in June in Quincy, Illinois. Was it June or July? I can't remember. Hayden Ernst. It was literally like, doesn't matter where the cue ball ends up or how tough the cut shot is, just cut it in and shoot at the next ball. And he did that for a run out. And I know that you guys, everyone's seen a player do something like that. You haven't seen a 12-year-old do it the way that Hayden Ernst did in that tournament. Steve, yeah, we got a stream, 6 o'clock Pacific. Nice, Steve. Got that coffee mug. Gotta like it. Barre Balls Pool Addict says, I don't like that the 10-ball has different rules in Europe and in U.S. in the case of 10-ball combination. It's not a United States rule. They just decided to do it for this tournament. The World 10-ball, the Predator World 10-ball that's happening next week will be no early 10s is what I've heard. Yeah, and we are looking at another 2-10 combo. No sniper tonight. No, we got Rob Henson playing Roger Myers. Rob Haymaker Henson playing Roger Myers, and then we got Grubbs in the box versus Action Jackson. Does the 1 pass the 9 here? If the 1 passes the 9, it's like the easiest game you've ever won in your life. Here we go, 2-2. No scratch today. No scratch today. Fedor needs 2 of the next 3 games to win the match. That's actually, Got You Hunter says, bro, really taking advantage of no shot clock. That's actually one of the things that, in my opinion, is a major factor when separating guys that can play at world class, like guys that can get there and play at world class, and then guys who win the majors. Guys who win the majors, it doesn't matter if there's a shot clock or no shot clock because their pace of play is generally the same, right? But a guy that tends to play fairly slow, like borderline annoyingly slow, when they're forced to play with a shot clock, they can't handle it. And when you play in a major and you get towards the end of the tournament, everyone's playing on a shot clock. So I think personally that it's appropriate that a portion of the tournament is not shot clock and that a portion of it is. Now, I'm not so convinced that at the early stages of a tournament, if the outer tables are not playing on shot clock, that I don't think that the main table should be playing on shot clock, in my opinion. But at a certain point, the whole tournament should transition. I think that's a really interesting dynamic to be considered. I actually don't know the score of the table in the background there. I think Tyler was winning earlier. I don't know if he's still winning or not. Looks like he's trying to cut this ball and somehow get on the 2. No way. Maybe he's putting the 1 behind the 4. That's what he's doing, putting the 1 behind the 4. And leaving the cue, leaving it so that Symon's cue is elevated. I think obviously you have to go 3 rails into this 1 ball and try to catch it maybe. Oh, it might be wired in this corner. Off the 4. Yeah, he called it in that corner. If you go into this ball and hit the right side of the 1 ball with the cue ball, the 1's going to be spitting this way, and the cue ball is going to drift up the rail towards the 2. But you want to hit the right side of the 1. You don't want to go full into the 1 here, I don't think. Oh, he didn't even get to the long rail, but it worked out. Holy crap, what a roll. I would call that a jelly roll if Fedor wasn't so good at jumping, but the only thing with this shot is dealing with the 2 ball afterwards. The 1 ball's already in the hole. SHCH says no. Top players can play either very slow or under shot clock pace. I don't think you fundamentally understand what I was saying. I don't think you were really listening. SVB is out. Filler is out as well. Wow. No kidding. So that means Mora beats Filler. I jinxed Fedor. He can't believe he missed that ball. I can't believe he missed that ball. That was literally a hanger. Oh, that's very cool. One for Yo. I remember that stream. He says, what's up, everyone? Just wanted to say big thanks to you in the chat. A few streams ago, I had a question about getting my table recovered, and you guys all contributed with great comments. Thank you. It sounds like you got some good work done on his table. Very cool, man. Very cool. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Szymon misses a really, really routine 1 ball. Now, with where this 2 ball's sitting, all of a sudden, this shot becomes mega tough. I'd be not playing offensively on the 2, and if there's a safe to play here, I might play the safe here. He didn't take enough time. Ooh. Dang. Which casino are they playing in again? Holy crap, how did that 1 ball fall in? They're playing at the Rio. The Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. I didn't see out of the corner of my eye that that shot was elevated. If he was elevated on that shot, it was tough. Apologies, Christos. I do think he was expecting to make the ball, though. Both Co's are down 1 set. Wow. Trying to put the cue ball behind the 8 here. Look at the speed. Look at the speed control there, guys. Sick. What a sicko. Szymon has been struggling with kicking on this table. I don't know if the table's sliding or if the rails are gripping in a way that he's not expecting, but his kicking percentage, even to hit the ball, has been fairly low in this set. Does make contact. Does he leave a shot? He leaves a few options for pretty jam-up safeties here. What's up, David? He goes for the option with the 6 ball, which leaves a jump as an escape. 2 ball, while jumping, the 2 ball is going into play. It's tough to reliably get the 2 ball anywhere safe. He's kicking at this. Is there an advantage for the kick? I don't think I see an advantage for the kick. There's no balls in that area. Joe Bland asks, I may have missed this, but what is his Fargo? 7-7-4 for Szymon Kural. Later, Milo. Man, That's the other thing, too. He's missed a lot of kicks, so I'm super surprised he didn't jump at that ball. I wonder who's playing at the top right corner over there. Is that Catchy? Who is Eklund Kachi playing? Robbie Capito, nice. Obviously, this 5-ball place, Fedor was just looking at the 6 to see what the plan was there, so the 5-ball obviously can clear the 10. Looks like our boy is going to be the first one to the hill in the second set, guys. I personally like going forward on this shot to take the scratch out of play if I'm planning on getting straighter on the 9, right? So if you're not planning on playing the 9 and 10 in the same corner, I like going forward here. But his control is so good. For most mortals like the rest of us, it might be easy to overstroke that ball or put too much outside spin on it and flirt with the side pocket. And this shot's just as good. Greg Borg, my name's Collins. I've been streaming with Fedor for probably close to a year now. Collins Newey. I'm an amateur out of Sacramento, California. I stream out of Oscar Dominguez's room. I'm actually going to be streaming I'm the streamer for the U.S. Open. The layout and the feel will be a little bit different from this, but I will be streaming all of these events. Let me grab it for you. I'm going to be streaming this starting on the 3rd of March on my channel, Post Up. So if you want to follow the U.S. Open events that are coming up in a little over a week, maybe 2 weeks, head on over to Post Up and subscribe. You don't want to miss it. Look at the slug rack right there. Look at the slug rack, but he still makes a ball. One ball ends up on the short rail. With no clear avenue for safe. Except maybe putting the cue ball near the 9, maybe. Off of the left side of the 1 as we're looking at it, maybe. Invitation only? No, it's U.S. Open. U.S. Open, all fields capped at 64 players. They're doing a $330 entry and $10,000 added to each event, plus a $5,000 all-around prize. He decides to go all out and play the two-way shot. He played that because, did you see the speed of the one? It was drifting in a way where if it came up short, it was going to come up probably around this area of the table, which would have been uber tough to get the cue ball back to the three if Szymon was left with a shot that he played offensively with. What a smart shot right there that he played. Not to mention Fedor Gorst, one of the best bankers in the business. Did I see what Windows Open just posted? Let me see. Three to 2 Kachi against Capito. Robbie asked to go to the bathroom. Leaves, and they make him forfeit the set. Rules are crazy this year. What? What? No way. Is Federer really about to turn this into a break and run to win the match? From that spot that he was just in? What a shot. Cue ball is going to stay clear of the 7. I'm going to say it right now, this match is over, guys. Barring a catastrophe, this is over. I don't follow, add, or like. I'm not smashing any GD button. Good for you. I couldn't agree more, Eli Brennan. I couldn't agree more. And just like that, one last stun shot. And that's going to be the end of the match, guys. What was the issue with Sky's lag? It was a relag. There it is. Our boy wins the match, moves forward. We get to hear what he has to say about the event so far this year. As I would imagine that he's probably going to call us on Skype. We'll see here in a few minutes, or a minute or two. We'll hang out in the meantime. Oh, is he texting me right now? He says, give me 3 to 5 minutes. Hang out if you want to hear the post-match interview, guys. He's going to get clear of the area so he can have a little bit of privacy. All right. Leave the feed on so I can watch Tyler. It looks like they're done over there, too. They're packing up, guys. Copigny lost. Holy crap, the amount of upsets in this tournament so far are unbelievable. Unbelievable. How come Oscar didn't play this event? Oscar was not invited to the World 10-Ball event, and I think he just didn't go out there with no invitation. When is the next round? I'm looking that up right now. Federer will probably know offhand, but looks like the website's running pretty slow right now for the Las Vegas Open. Predator Pro Billiard Series website is going pretty slow. Once again, we're not going straight into the post-match interview call because Federer has to break down his stuff and get the table free for the next folks. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Next round scheduled at 6 p.m. So Federer's going to go report his win right now. And he plays the winner between Victor and Yap. Between Zielinski and Yap. Well, we can watch a ref rack the balls while we wait. Yeah, Federer won. I could change the set score, I guess. Ask him about the bathroom situation? What? I think he's about to call me. I think he just messaged me again. Or not. Or not. Yeah, 6 p.m. Pacific is when the next round happens. Yep. Collins, could you work on streaming both Friday night fights and Federer at 6? No. I have my weekly commitment to my locals over here. So you guys are going to go solo without me. Some people will be thrilled to hear that. Some people won't. But if you want to check out those vibes and you haven't checked out Post Up yet, go check it out. We're going to be live at 6 p.m. Hey, what's up?
Mike Williams, USA 9-ball singles player. Mike Williams, if you are in the room, please come to the tournament desk.
Yeah, he says he's only got a few minutes, so he's about to call right now. Yo, I think we are good to go. What's up, dude?
Yeah, what's up? Can you
How's
hear me?
yeah? How's the trip going?
I mean, it's all right. It's all right. A little bit of a crapshoot, but it's okay.
Yeah, you're winning so far, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten really lucky in my first 2 matches. I should have lost both and won in the shootout. Thank God this match didn't go in the shootout, but it was close. It will always be close. I mean, I'm happy with the way I played in some reps, but I knew that I had to play, more tight. He is young and there's a lot of firepower, but I think I can outmove him. So I was trying to create those games and create those opportunities to where we play safeties rather than just running out.
Yeah, it looked like he was struggling with kicking the ball. Is the tables, are they sliding funny, or he was struggling to hit any balls? I mean, he only made a couple kicks.
They slide a lot, and some tables are brutally slow, and the other tables are bouncy and playing fast. So it just depends how you can adjust or not to a certain table.
Right. Okay, so next match you play at 6 p.m. The winner between, it looks like, Aloysius Yap and Victor Zielinski, so that'll be a hell of a match.
Yep.
I won't be able to join you for that one because I have my weekly stream at 6 p.m., but the rest of the chat knows we've already been talking about that match. It's going to be a good one. I think the chat had one question, if I can find it really quick. I can't remember. Dang. Someone said ask about
the referees or something.
Yeah, probably about the refs. Someone said ask about the bathroom situation. I'm assuming that was a joke.
Yeah, I mean there is a lot of things that you can call a joke here, but yeah, bathroom is one of them. You take a timeout in the first set, for example. You can't take a timeout during the set; it has to be after the set. So, for example, you play 35 minutes. First set, and then the second set takes an hour and a half, or an hour.
Yeah.
And, before the shootout, you want to go to the restroom again, just for example, but you can't. You're like a prisoner.
Wow.
But it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules though. I don't really want to go that far.
Yeah, of course.
I'll get negative, and I don't want
Sure, no, it's understandable. Just curious. I guess they're just curious. Yeah, I guess Robbie Capito just lost a set because he took a bathroom break just a second ago. So
really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know if it's the truth, but anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's WPA for you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck in the next one. It's going to be a tough one. So I'll be sweating it on the side, but.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, I think my prediction is that we're going to play on the TV table 1 or 2.
Right.
If it doesn't happen, then I'm definitely going to be streaming.
Right. Makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
Well, sounds good. Good luck and Godspeed. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right. Later.